Going on, people? Hope you had a nice day. Looking at more potential plays um, on the screen. We have OMG. Just was looking at this coin and started to look at the long-term perspective and notice that it hasn't even retraced yet, which is for a long is potential long. That's great. It has come and hit the 2.36 fib. You see you had like a rounding bottom, you had an impulse, and then you had consolidation. Uh, this is in the regular chart, not log. But I'm going to go to log, and then I'm going to show you on the Binance chart. This is on Bitfinex, but this looks very interesting. If you look at the RSI, you have to, after impulse, you cool down, you're pretty much neutral, going back into like bullish territory. Anything above 60 is like getting into like 60, 65, you're getting into bullish territory. So you got a lot of room left on the R side to roll up, to the pump. And also, if you look at the MACD, you're making hidden bullish divergence. And so you have a low level of MACD, and then you have a higher level, more negative momentum on that island, but you have higher price. And so what that's telling me is this could be, setting up for the consolidation for a continuation. And so, I was looking at the chart, and first idea wasn't right, but then, I gave it more time, let it develop more. And sorry, USDTP. And on this chart, there's less data, way less data. This is the perpetual contract. But the way I was looking at it, and I put it in log, was, if you look at the consolidation more in these terms, this was the impulse on the last chart on the weekly, you had an impulse, and this is the consolidation. And so consolidation, if you were to break out of it on log, you'll, get I think it was a little bit less when I first started, like 299, I think. But you see, you have potential like a 300% move. Seems crazy, but this is crypto. And these type of plays happen all the time, and you just got to be patient with it. And so, 296%. But, you get the target around 1353. And when you scroll in, let's hide this real quick. Even more. What I was seeing was on a short-term time frame, we had an impulse, and then yesterday, and then all day we basically consolidated. And so I took a position in OMG, and I'm hoping, that will be the last time I will have to trade it for a while. We go back to the previous chart. Some Bitfinex. Let's go back out to the weekly. The measure moves like 1353. So you're talking about, this consolidation range. So up here, so you're probably hitting it, targeting the 382 fib if this, continues to, pump up. And so this was just, one idea I had for, that has a bullish argument. You have the weekly hidden bullish divergence. You saw on the lower time frame, you had the impulse and you had consolidation. Now you're breaking back up. You're already broken out of this structure in log. So what that's telling me is this is about to start really moving soon. And, this is a potential play for some gains. Another one I had was actually FIL coin. And this is a real gamble because this coin really hasn't done anything except dumped since October. Since it got listed on Binance. I think this was like, it literally got listed on Binance and it just dumped. And if you see on this chart, you had like a double bottom here and it played out, overperformed, and came back and back tested this as support. You fell through, but you have, this support here. It wasn't giving any like clear signals on like the MACD or RSI, but just this type of consolidation at a support is, to me, worth a gamble to, take a long. And if you look at it on the chart, Binance, yeah. Let's scroll in. I think I gotta put this on log. Yeah. What I'm seeing kind of looks like I was stating yesterday with YFI that it had a dragon pattern. This is what it seems like Filecoin has as well. So it looks interesting. I'm currently long on it. Probably, honestly, probably going to get stopped out the first time because there was no clear signal. There was no divergence, no bullish divergence or anything that would say like we were pivoting and we'll start, going to the upside. But what I was finding interesting was that we keep making, higher lows. So you got a higher low there, a higher low there. This is still a higher low. Or pretty much the same, like around the same, but it's a little bit higher. And so now we start making, start breaking these peaks. And we could break this peak, break this high. We could start really moving to the upside and have a real retrace. Honestly, there's nothing but go to back to the daily. I mean, after you break this, this resistance in here, there's nothing that will stop you, to start making a proper retrace. Now, this could take, this has been, I mean, it's sold off. It's been like this for months. It could take months to get to these levels. It could, I mean, it also could break down, but it's definitely something to keep your eye on. It's definitely something I'm keeping my eye on, and something that, potentially if it does, especially if you break $40, I mean, at a peak at 61, I mean, it could really go insane. And, you're seeing these targets, but I'm telling you, if you're in crypto and you were sitting, depending on when you got in, I got in crypto in 2012, and I bought my first coin at $10. My first Bitcoin at $10. So there's like a meme of that's was like anything is possible. Like, believe me, we break $61 or $63. Sorry, yeah, we're going to be hitting these levels again. And so this is definitely something that's probably going to take a time to develop, but definitely keep your eye on the FIL coin. And the last one I wanted to go over was BAT. I was looking at this one. Yeah, some log. I don't know. I have this saved. Did I have the right one? Let me clear this out. Okay. Weekly. Oh, this chart gives me. I was using another chart, and this chart is way more data. So this is way more interesting, but it's the same, same, pretty much the same synopsis. Wow. You know what? Let me go to the chart itself. This is the chart itself. Well, this is interesting because now I'm getting more data on the chart than last time, and that really changes the what I was looking at. But you know what? Let's just look at it from a short-term perspective. But, okay. I was looking at from the perpetual chart. Okay, that's what it was. And so it's the weekly. Let me go to the daily. You had your sell off in August of last year and made a nice, I wasn't even paying attention to this. She made a nice channel and, you know, you reversed and consolidating a range for about 3-4 months and you broke out of it and you just been back testing and you're kind of painting right now on lower time scale a ascending triangle. And so this was, another potential coin to long simply because the measure move of this range in here is this high. So you're talking about potentially like a 40% move. And the fact that I didn't look at the regular bat chart puts more things in perspective. So, like 41 cents is the target from that range. And so you could hit this peak and then, probably sell off, start consolidating to where you test, this is, actually this is, you break this peak, this is all time high because that's just a wick. Sure, there's seeing. Yeah. Okay. So you're basically going to test all time high again. And you know what? You look at this larger pattern. kind of like a descendant broadening wedge, just a large pattern. Something like that. Let's start here. Let's just start here. That's what it seems to me as forming like a descendant broadening wedge. You would get your measured move. Yeah, again, this is in log, so the returns are in percent. When you use like the regular chart and trading view or any other chart, you might get a different target. But this pattern seems valid. It's been since its inception, I guess, since it's been on this exchange. I don't know if it has more data on another exchange, but just looking at this exchange, I'll research that. Just for time purposes, I won't search now, but this is potentially, because you're getting, one touch, two touch, and this is you test the top, the all-time high, and you break out. Well, if you test the top, there's this like a 70% chance that it will break out, and this is your potential target. So, these are three coins that have really, in percentage gains, have wild targets. But this is crypto. Everything is bullish. If you saw the video yesterday that I posted about Ethereum, Wi-Fi, and data, you should be up in profit in all three. EOS is my like day trading coin. I believe I'm still in Wi-Fi. If I did get stopped, I'm stopped out in profit. Been very jumpy. Ethereum, I mean, it's at all-time high, and it's still going. And I added more to this position before the breakout. I added more in this when I plotted this little pattern on the like 5-minute chart. I'm on the 15 minutes, and you're starting to break out of this, so you might come back down and back test the the 1440 as support. So I should be taking profit of one of my many positions in Ethereum right now. But let's just recap it real quick. Yeah, Wi-Fi. Now I'm still in this trade, but it's coming back down. I'm probably gonna get stopped in profit. And the other one was data. Where is that at? It popped like, I think it was like 8 or it was like 10% it popped. And now you're just consolidating. So, I'm still in this trade, and, I gave you targets on, all these trades yesterday, and it's, recapping how they're doing. So, until next time, good luck.